Let's do connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got a park, car, Harvard yard, park your car in Harvard yard. Address, green, jaw, and lemon. Natural, criminal, field, and swinger. Handle, good fella, answer, and lawn. I do wonder if they built the puzzle around these 4 words. So let's just start with maybe park. So it wouldn't be car, Harvard, or yard. So we're just looking at the rest of these. So a park, you could park your car, but it might just be like a park, where you go to the big grassy area that you gather into. How would you describe a park to someone who doesn't know what a park is? But you all know what a park is, so why am I doing this? Park in a green, big grassy area is a field and a lawn. Wow, is it just the diagonals? I'm going to be honest, I think it is. I'm skeptical because of the placement, but 1 away. Okay, they bamboozled me. What's the 5th one that could go in this category? A yard. Maybe it's not all 4. Maybe I shouldn't have ignored this. Well, I don't know which of these doesn't belong, so we're going to have to hold off. How about Harvard? Like, what would Harvard go with? It's a university. I don't see like how you could play on words it, like har or ard or something like that. So, good fella is right below criminal. Okay, maybe car. What would we put with car? Oh boy. Maybe I should think about it this way. Of park, green, field, and lawn. I wonder if park doesn't belong and yard does, and it is one of each. I think it's worth using mistake for that. Oh, still 1 away. Okay, so park and yard are confirmed going together with 2 of green, field, and lawn. So 1 of these doesn't belong. So which of these has another? Excuse me. Which of these has another meaning? I don't know. I don't think lawn has another meaning. Field, it could be like your field of expertise, for example. Green is just a color, so it's got all sorts of possibilities. Green and lemon are colors potentially. I don't really see that though. I'm actually not sure what to do here. I know that I know this one category, but I don't know which one doesn't belong in it. Good fella. A criminal, right? But I don't think it's that. Swinger is what? Swingers are couples that have fun with other couples. What else would swinger mean? Handle. I've heard of handle like a handle of liquor, right? Or something like that. Obviously, it could just be a handle. Or can you handle this, right? Wow. How about jaw? What would jaw go with? When I see jaw, for some reason, I think of Jawbreakers, the candy. I don't know if it would be that. Would it be blank breaker somehow? I don't see how that would be true. Harvard. Could it be a blank, fill in the blank with Harvard? Like, what would be... I can't think what Harvard would go with. Okay, I'm not going to focus on that then. This is hard. Is it, like, we've had this before. Is it starts with a state abbreviation, like CA, C is California, LA is Louisiana? I feel like maybe not. I feel like I wouldn't do that one first anyway. But I'm trying to think what car could go with here. Like, it doesn't fit. Not that many of these do fit. If Goodfella did go with criminal, what would go with it? If there's other words for a criminal, I don't see it. And you remember the Animaniacs had the good feathers, the pigeons. I always liked those. Answer is interesting. Like, What would answer go with? You can answer someone, you can address them. I don't see what else would go with that. I think in the past they've used jaw to mean to like just to talk. I feel like it's like slang that I don't know, but I've seen it in these puzzles before where drawing or jaw or something just means to have a chat. I don't know if that's what this is though. Lemon is a fruit. It could be a color with green. It's also like lemon laws, like a car that you buy that breaks down within a few days. Like it just was a bad car. That's called a lemon. I don't know if it would be that. Things that go in certain recipes. Like, are we talking about a recipe here? Is it Liz Lemon from 30 Rock? That would be a problem because I don't actually know. I never watched 30 Rock. I just remember that Liz Lemon is a character played by what's her name? Yeah, what's her name? Played by what's her name? Tina Fey. Pretty sure. But if that's the case, I wouldn't be able to pick out the other last names. So I don't know. Lemon can mean a lot of things. I'm trying here, but I can't figure it out. Like you can field questions, you can answer questions, you can address questions. Instead of finding what the fourth one here would be, I'm just going to see if lawn, green, park, and yard is it. It is. Okay. So that's evidence towards field being with answer and address. But what else can you do with a question? I may have gotten lucky, but I feel like this is a like maybe jaw. I don't know. Like I was saying, jaw meaning to talk, but do you jaw a question? Do you lemon a question? Harvard a question? You can handle a question. Okay, let's do that. Deal with. There we go. Nothing to do with questions, just dealing with something. Okay. Maybe I can do this now. It's blue and it's purple, unfortunately. Caw and jaw rhyme with if you have a Boston accent. Good fella. Harvard. Has the aw sound. Car, jaw, Harvard. I don't think so. What is it? Criminal, though. Criminal minds? Criminal intent? I don't know. What would be a fill in the blank with criminal? Lots of things. Natural. I haven't really thought about natural much, but there's a reason. Because every time I look at it, I go, I don't know. But let's give it some thought. Natural. I feel like we've got to fill in the blank for purple. And I feel like natural goes with it. I wonder if there is a fill in the blank for Harvard that I'm just not remembering or knowing. Is it blank yard? I don't think so. Park? I mean, park was one of the words, but could it also be the fill in the blank? Harvard. I don't know. What does swinger go with? The only thing I think of is like these four. I have one mistake. I'm just going to try these four. That's one away. I don't know what I can learn from that. So that means the other four are also almost a category. Natural, car, lemon, and Harvard. Okay, what if this is movies, right? But it's like a character in it's like a singular of a movie. I think that's what it is. And so Jaws, Goodfellas, and Swingers. Right? Jaws is a movie. Goodfellas is a movie. I think Swingers is a movie. I don't think Criminals is a movie. That's the thing. So is Naturals, Cars is a movie. It's a Disney movie. Pixar. Yeah, these are movies without the S. And that wasn't even purple. Natural, Criminal, Lemon, and Harvard. I think it's blank law. Natural law, criminal law, lemon law, and Harvard law. I actually explained lemon laws earlier. The lemon law is I said it. The lemon law is when you get a car that doesn't work, you return it. Okay. I managed to do it, and I figured out all the categories. I should have realized it was movies way soon. I think I made this a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know. What do you think? Difficulty, I am going to give this a relatively high difficulty, maybe like a 3.5. Let's see. All right, they gave it a 3.3, so pretty close. Let's see what the bot has to say. Okay, yeah, so 51% solve rate, 5 out of 5 difficulty, and it's what's that straight line that I'm talking about. I had a question on why I think straight line means that people are guessing, and I don't know. I'm not going to like run simulations on this because I don't have time, but I feel like statistically, if especially in the situation where you're down to like 5 possible answers or like some number of 4 plus larger than 4 that you're not sure what goes in what category, right? Like you're down to maybe 2 categories left. I don't know. Some situation where you're trying to figure out a category and you can't, so you're just guessing. Then what's going to happen is you're going to have an equal chance of getting it in, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 mistakes. And so that's going to cause a straight line down. Now, I don't know if that's really true, but I think that the sort of opposite of that is if you're actually applying skill and knowledge, then you're more likely to get it in fewer mistakes. Like you're able to, if you're not purely guessing and you're able to eliminate options, then you're going to bias towards fewer mistakes, right? To the point where if you know what all of them are, you're going to have no mistakes. But if you can't figure out any of them, then you're going to have maximum mistakes. And so the straight line, I don't know. To me, it feels like that means people are guessing. And that does seem to line up with the really difficult ones where people are just trying to figure out categories by guessing because they've basically given up, ends up having a more of a straight line like this. Okay, anyway. I was 1 in 12,000, so that's actually surprising given how many mistakes I made, which is interesting. Really interesting, actually. So my mistakes were relatively common for a million games at 12,000. Okay. So first, people are getting yellow first, but I wonder how many mistakes they're making before getting yellow first, because there were 5 options. And then green and blue, people are figuring out blue. As I said, I probably should have, but the blank law people are having trouble with, at least first. Second, people are getting green second, and if they didn't get yellow, they are getting yellow now. Okay, otherwise blue. And then ever. Yeah, the people who are failing are mostly down to blue purple, and just not figuring it out. Or maybe they had green left even. Interesting. But we have 25% of people, 22% of people got nothing right, which is, I think, pretty high. My order was the most common order. Interesting. It's just rainbow order. Interesting. Okay. So people are getting green and yellow, one or both, when they're failing, and then failing on the others. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Yeah, yard, green, field, and lawn, like easily types of land plots. I guess, is Criminals a movie? I'm not sure. I think this is just people guessing on purple, blue. You're down to purple and blue. You're trying to guess it. Yard, natural, field. Oh, people putting natural in as well. So that red herring with the lawn types, really difficult. I think people putting jaw in there, like, because I think I was thinking jaw meaning to talk, might go in with green. Interesting. All right. So my first guess, 10% of players made the same first guess as me. I think assuming that the top 4 would be all different categories, like they've done a lot in the past, and they kind of bamboozled people who are metaing. I deserve it. Anyway. All right. Incoming comments that I should shuffle. I will never shuffle. All right. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword for Thursday, October 17th. Let's go. We have circles today. Human's cousin. An ape. Word after party or prescription. After party. Party something, prescription something. I'm not sure. With the circled letters, literally, 2 options when riding an elevator. Up or down. I'm not sure. Gobsmacks. It's like surprise. All right, show on which Bowen Yang plays JD Vance for short. That's got to be SNL. The Little Mermaid's name, Ariel. Now, I think it's EL. Play on words. A pun? Plays on words, so it's puns. That makes sense. Blank plus flour equals pasta dough. Egg. Okay with informally. Let's see if I can get any of these. Word after party or party drug or prescription drug. Wow. With circled letters, 2 options when riding an elevator. Going up, going down. Okay, and up is up. That's fun. Electric vehicles lack CAS. I didn't even look at that one. And then gobsmacks Oz. Okay, like you're in awe. Cool, and I spelled Ariel right. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do Strands for October 17th. Today's theme is Dream Teams. I know the Dream Team is basketball for the Olympics, right? But I doubt it's that straightforward. Is it dream-related things or team-related? I don't know. I'm going to look around the edges for some... I mean, there's pass. If it was a basketball thing, I could see pass being a word. Let's just try it. I'm not going to go for spanogram first today. Dating? I don't see why. How about hating? All right. Well, there's an ing here, and it's probably something ending in ing, but I don't know what. Sanding? Worth a try. Standing? Not standing. Standings? There we go. Standings. Okay, so that's like a tournament thing, like you're standing in a tournament. Well, our spanogram is going to be left to right because it can't go to the top. Let's look at what this traces out. That often helps. Emat. I'm not seeing. I mean, I see tame. I don't know what tame would be. Probably not. Okay. So standings. I see. Oh, is it fantasy? Fantasy football or fantasy? It's not just fantasy on its own, so it's fantasy something. And this is probably our spanogram. Fantasy what? Fantasy waivers. I wonder if waivers is a word. I mean, obviously waivers is a word, but yeah, it locks in. Okay. So fantasy. Okay, I'm not seeing it. But that would mean this is, yeah, this is roster. I was going to say that means this is one word, and I just saw roster while I was talking. So if fantasy is a thing, that means we need, like, I don't know, cusp? Is cusp? I mean, it's a word. Chusp. Like, what ends in USP? Honestly, not sure. Oh, draft. I see. So it's fantasy draft. Fantasy. Oh, no, we can't do that. Okay, so draft is on its own. Fantasy what? Fantasy league. Okay, and then matchup. Matchups. Come on. Matchups. All right, I kind of fumbled my way through that. See what I did there? Yeah, dream teams are fantasy league, because in fantasy football and stuff like that, you dream up whatever team you want. Cool. All right, well, how'd you do?